my feel-good breakfast show.
Wake up, world. Say it with me. Woo-sa. It's the middle of the week. We've broken the back of this week. Now, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are missing Ewan, though.
Yeah.
I have to say, I always have new respect for him when I get involved in the DIY stuff. He really has become like our regular aficionado when it comes to DIY. But we hope that we inspire you guys at home to actually do the things that we do, because they really are simple.
Exactly. And today's one is even more simpler, because it involves taking ordinary things that you'd find around your house and really putting them together into something really useful. We'll show you how to make a lovely DIY copper lamp. Check this out.
Would you look at that?
You like that?
That's pretty cool.
It is quite a funky little steampunk kind of attitude to it.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to make this, it's going to win you some serious DIY points with your friends. Yes, it'll really add something special to your house. And this is what we're making this morning, a copper lamp.
That's right. And it's basically made out of standard copper water pipe that you get from your local builder's warehouse.
Brilliant. So you can just go down, get all the pieces and start assembling it. Yep. Is it that easy?
As simple as that.
I see a lot of little bits and pieces here. What exactly do we need?
It's basically standard copper water pipe fittings available from your local builder's warehouse. We've got standard elbows, T-pieces, copper pipe, which we're going to cut to size. I've got a normal little lamp holder, I've got a wiring loom and a plug, and of course a lamp. Right, all we've got to do now is basically cut the piece of pipe to length. I've cut some of them already. We've got two more pieces, which is the stem of the neck and a little top piece at the top there. Okay, so let's mark it out. Now, normally you can use a good old-fashioned hacksaw. It's a bit of hard work, labor intensive, and gives you a very rough edge as well. I don't know if you've seen these before, but this is basically a pipe cutter.
I've worked with one of those before.
They're really cool, really easy to use. Just screw it in, turn it around.
Get that nice and even line.
And it's a nice finish. Okay, right, so first we've got a 60mm at the top, and we've got about a 430 for the actual stem itself. So let's start from this side here. You check that down there.
Okay. Cut this guy.
Okay, and then we're just going to spring that around. Turn it a little bit tighter. Don't be too aggressive. And then it pops off.
And look at that, clean finish. Brilliant. There we go. Okay, so let's start assembling this guy.
And we're going to stick it together with super glue. One of those, one of those.
And these ones go here.
Yep, that's it.
There.
Getting some shape. 1, 2.
And that's the basic outline for our legs. Great. So now we just put it together.
It's going together, make sure it looks okay. Then we pull each piece apart and then start gluing it.
Once you've cut the necessary pieces and have your basic outline, assemble each piece of the pipe and fittings together to create the lamp structure using super glue.
So it's taking shape nicely, but now we come to the middle piece.
Yes, okay, before we glue that one on, let's just put it open. And you'll see what I've done is I've actually drilled a hole in the back there, just to allow my cord to come out and through so we can hide it away in the pipe. Now, I've used a 6mm metal drill bit to drill into that. So put the neck in there.
Okay.
We're just going to use a set square. And we can just line that to make sure we've got it exactly right. And remember, super glue sets very quickly, so you've got a couple of seconds to get it right the first time. Okay. Okay, here you go. Should we get it straight?
That seems straight for me.
Looks perfect.
Looks great. Okay, what's next?
Right, before we go any further, let's actually start threading the cable through before we've got to go through a whole labyrinth of pipe work, and it's never going to go through. Okay. Okay.
All right, and I'll catch it on this side.
Okay, you got it there?
Perfect. There we go, there's chode coming out. It's time for the last little copper piping, but before we do that, I want to know how exactly do you get this lamp fitting onto this bend?
Okay, well, it's pretty straightforward. You can actually get little fittings on the shelf as well. It's a standard little tube with a threaded section and a nut, and I basically just pushed that inside there and glued it in place, and then we're just going to thread that onto the end, and away we go.
And it just screws in, easy as that.
Simple as that, but what we're going to do is just thread that through there first, and then we'll undo this, wire it in, and we're done. Okay, we're now going to wire in this little lamp piece, and it's very straightforward. Let's just slide this guy on. Screw that
and that screw. All right.
Okay, and we've got to wire this in, and we've got to make sure that we don't leave any exposed wires that could touch the copper and now actually make that lamp live. That doesn't go down so well.
Okay, so if you don't know what you are doing, rather get a professional handling this for you.
Once the structure is set, your lamp is almost ready. Just wire the lamp fitting, then attach the plug. And rather choose an energy-saving globe. Then you're ready to switch on.
Right, so we just kind of pull this guy
Yeah,
back.
just shuffle that oil.
Because I can't just pull it.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
There we go.
Look at that.
Grab that globe.
Let me grab this guy.
Now, you normally get your energy saver globes. You've got the little fluorescent tubes, use very low wattage, like 10 or 12 watts. Really cool, really funky. But nowadays there's new LED lamps. Now, these are just as bright as the others, but they use around about 3 watts. So it's a lot less, yeah. It's like 25% of the power of that. That's already saving energy. This is just taking it to the extreme.
And that one looks so much cooler.
It does look quite funky, I must admit. You actually don't need to have a shade on here if you wanted to. That's quite a feature. So let's plug it in and make sure it works, shall we?
Well, let's see if you did a good job then.
It was a team effort, don't forget, hey?
Let's see if this guy works. Are you ready?
Yep, give it a bash.
Shh. All right.
No doubt. No doubt.
Nothing. And look, that's cool. Really cool.
Cool, fun, funky, and I don't know, stylish.
I like it. I like it. Absolutely nice. So log on to expressoshow.com for all the details. Also head down to your local builders and get everything you need to make this very cool little copper lamps. Try it out.